everyone, my name is Bo and I am a yoga teacher. And today we have some special guests with us. I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is Luke. I'm a child therapist.
My name's Brittany and I am a social worker.
My name is Jeremy and I'm also a social worker.
So I'm so grateful to have everyone joining us today, and we're going to practice some yoga poses. You might have noticed that my guests are on yoga mats. I'm also on a yoga mat, but today I'm going to be using a chair because yoga can be accessible for everyone. We're going to be taking the same poses. We're all taking the same class. I'm just choosing to remain seated today. So I'd like to ask everyone to join me on their mat in a seat for a nice spinal warm-up. Remember, your spine is here in the back of your body, and your spine contains a whole lot of nerves. Those nerves send messages to the rest of your body, telling it it's time to move. So enjoy any seat you like. Come on down. We're going to start today with some cows and cats. So you can place your hands either, if you're on a chair as I am, maybe hold the bottom of the chair, or bring your hands to the front of your legs, maybe your shins or knees, wherever you'd like to place them. Reach them on out. And you're going to follow an inhale. Lift your chest, arching your back, maybe lifting your chin to the sky. So your spine now looks like a smile. As you're ready, follow an exhale. Tuck your chin to your chest and press your spine away, making it round like a rainbow. And follow your next inhale to arch your back again. This is called cow pose. Lift your chin as much as you like. Draw your shoulders back toward each other. Follow an exhale. Press your spine away. This is cat pose. Maybe tuck your chin to your chest. And you can follow in your own breath. Anytime you inhale, arch your back into cow. And anytime you exhale, round your back into cat. And let's take maybe one more in each direction. And take your time to come sitting up straight again. And now we'll take some side bends. So reach both of your arms overhead on an inhale. Stretch your arms long, feeling the sides of your body lengthen. Then lower your right hand down by your side and reach your left arm over your head, stretching out the left side of your body. You could place your hand on the ground or maybe bring it to your hip. If you like, you could reach your right hand to your left wrist and maybe give yourself a little deeper stretch, depending on how your body's feeling. Stay one more breath in this stretch. And follow an inhale, reach both arms high again, and let your left hand come down. Reach your right arm over your head. And again, you could press your hand into the floor or your chair, or bring your left hand to your right wrist and maybe give yourself a little deeper stretch. And stay one breath longer. Then inhale, reach your arms up high again, stretch out your side bodies. And on your exhale, start to turn yourself over to the right. Twist as far as you're able and then lower your hands to the ground. You can bring your left hand outside your right leg. Or if you're like me and sitting in a chair, you can hold on to the back of the chair to twist a little deeper if you like. Now, it can be a challenge to breathe when you're twisted, so keeping length in your spine, sitting down on your tailbone and reaching through the top of your head keeps your spine nice and long and makes it easier to breathe. One breath longer. Now to unwind, follow an inhale, reach your arms above your head. As you exhale, twist over to the left. When you've twisted as far as you're able, lower your hands to the ground, maybe bringing your right hand outside your left leg. Or maybe holding to the back of your chair. Again, keeping your spine nice and long so you can breathe more easily in your twist. One breath longer. To unwind, reach your arms above your head, turn your body back to center and let your arms come down by your sides. Now that we've done a little warm up for your spine, we're going to come into some sun salutes. We'll have 2 sun salute A and 2 sun salute B. So those of you who are now seated, rise on up to standing. Make your way to the top of your mat, and we'll start in mountain pose. So my mountain pose and some of my other poses, because I'm seated, are going to look a little different from the ones that are standing. Still the same pose. Arms by your sides. Reach your fingers long, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Be strong in your mountain. Press through the bottoms of your feet. Reach the crown of your head high. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, salute pose. Maybe you bring your gaze to follow. On an exhale, softly bend your knees, fold forward. Bend your knees enough, you can place your hands on the ground. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. If you're in your chair, you can reach your hands behind you. Exhale, lower your palms back to the ground, forward fold. Now as you're ready, step one foot then the other back so you're in a plank pose, or come down to your knees for a knee plank. If you're seated, rise and extend your arms. Now slowly on your exhale, lower yourself down to your belly. To come into cobra pose, press into your legs. Press your hands to the mat, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, arching your back, maybe lifting your chin. Exhale, slowly return to your belly. Curl your toes under. Follow an exhale to lift your hips for downward facing dog. This is an upside down V pose. For me in my chair, I'll extend my legs, my arms overhead, lean forward. From your down dog, walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat and fold forward when you arrive. Take a breath in your fold. And then following the inhale, softly bend your knees, rise to standing, reach your arms above your head, salute pose. Exhale, arms by your sides for mountain. And we'll have that one more time. Following an inhale, sweep your arms high above your head. Let your exhale lead you forward fold, softly bending your knees to draw your hands to the ground. On your inhale, lift your body halfway. If you're in your chair, maybe reach your arms behind you. Exhale, fold forward again, and then step one foot and then the other into your plank or knee plank pose. Follow an exhale to lower your body down to the mat, coming onto your belly. Your next inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, taking a little cobra pose. Exhale, return to the mat on your belly. Curl your toes under and press your hips up for downward facing dog. Your upside down V pose. Take a long breath and rest here. Then exhale, follow. You bring your feet to your hands, fold at the top of your mat. With softened knees, follow your inhale to rise to salute pose, arms to the sky. And then draw your hands by your sides for mountain. Those are our sun salute A. Now we're going to add some sun salute B. There are a few extra poses in this one, but it starts out the same. From mountain, follow an inhale to salute pose, rising tall. And on an exhale, softly bend your knees and come into chair pose. I'm already there. Take a breath in chair. And then release to a forward fold. Plant your hands to the ground. Follow an inhale to lift your upper body halfway rising. Exhale, folding again and stepping back to plank or knee plank. Lowering down to your belly. Lifting your chest in cobra. Lowering back down to the ground. Curling your toes under and lifting your hips for downward dog. Now from downward dog, we have 2 extra poses for sun salutation B. Stepping forward with your right foot. Turn your left foot a little bit at an angle, drawing both of your hips forward, warrior 1. Rise with your arms high, beautiful poses, everyone. Take a long breath here. Then follow an inhale, open to the side, make a T with your arms for warrior 2. On your next exhale, plant your hands around your right foot. Take a little plank pose, stepping back with your bent leg. Make your way to your plank or your knee plank, down to the ground on your belly. Lift in cobra. Return to the ground on an exhale. And curl your toes. Downward facing dog is where we meet. We'll take those same 2 poses to the opposite side. From your downward dog, step your right foot forward. Sorry, left foot, I apologize. Left foot forward. Reach your arms high above your head in warrior 1. On your inhale, turn sideways for warrior 2. Now follow an exhale, draw your hands to the mat around your left foot, step your leg long and return to your plank or knee plank. Lower down to your belly. Take an inhale, rise, lifting your chest in cobra. Back down to your belly. Curl your toes under, meeting in downward facing dog. Walk your feet to meet your hands, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, rise in salute pose. And exhale, hands by your side for mountain. So those are our sun salutes, and they help your body to get warm to take some other poses. So from mountain, we're going to move through a little flow with some new poses we haven't done yet. There will be some balance, and then we'll make our way down to the floor for some seated poses. From mountain, inhale, sweep your arms above your head for salute. Exhale to bend your knees in chair pose. From chair pose, we're going to revolve this. Draw your hands together in front of your chest. On an exhale, bring your left elbow outside your right knee. Take a little twist to the side. Now you're in revolved chair. Inhale to unwind, come back to center. Take an exhale, go to the opposite side, bringing your elbow outside your knee to twist. Inhale to come back into center. Reach your arms long, back to salute. Now we're coming to extended side angle. Stepping your right foot forward. Come into warrior legs. Your left foot is at an angle behind you. And now draw your right elbow to your right knee. And extend your left arm, bringing your bicep to your ear. This is extended side angle. Take a long breath here. Now we're coming into your reverse warrior. Follow an inhale to bring your body upright. Plant your left hand to your left leg and sweep your left arm high. Maybe looking at the sky. Maybe. Now coming into a crescent lunge, lift your back heel so you can turn your hips forward facing the top of your mat and lift your arms high above your head. Now we're coming into star pose. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Open your legs wide, reach your arms long. You're a 5-pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Now we're coming to folded star. Draw your hands to your hips. Take an exhale. Begin to fold forward, bringing your hands down to the ground. Take one breath here. Then bring your hands just beneath your shoulders. Extend your arms and lift up halfway. Now bring your hands to your hips and lift up all the way, coming back to star pose. And then step your feet together. Reach your arms high for salute. Exhale to mountain pose. Now we'll have a standing balance pose. Eagle. So pouring your weight into your left foot. Cross your right leg over your left. Now, if you're standing, you might be able to keep your toes on the ground. I'm sitting, so I can't. But you don't have to keep your toes there. You could wrap your legs around each other. This is an option. Make your arms wide in a T. Cross your right arm in front of you. Cross your left arm over the top. Now you have an option here. You could take a nice shoulder hug, and this is a beautiful eagle pose. If you'd like to do something a little different, you could reach your hands up, maybe the backs of your palms touch, or maybe your fingers and palms touch. Take a nice long breath in your eagle pose. And on your next inhale, unwind your eagle, let it fly away. And now I have the same pose to the other side, so we're balanced. Pouring your weight into your right foot, cross your left leg over. And again, since I'm in a chair, my foot won't touch the ground, but you might notice that some other feet are on the ground. Make a big T with your arms. Cross your left arm in front of you and your right arm over top. Maybe you do a nice shoulder hug. If you'd like to take an eagle bind, lift your arms. Maybe the backs of your hands touch, or maybe the front of your hands touch. Take a nice deep breath here in eagle pose. And on your next inhale, let your eagle fly away, stretch long. And then for those of you who are standing, make your way down to the floor. We're gonna have a seated figure 4 pose. So if you come down to sitting on your bottom, plant your feet in front of you, knees to the sky. Starting with your right leg, tuck your knee towards your chest, and then let it bend out sideways so you can cross your right ankle over top of your left knee. Now you can stay exactly where you are if this feels nice. If you'd like something a little more enthusiastic, you could always start to bring your leg a little closer to your chest. You could even reach your hands in front of your shin or behind your hamstring, and you could do this in the chair or you could do it on the ground. Whatever feels good for you. This is a little hip opener pose. Now we'll take one breath more here. And then on an exhale, gently release, uncrossing your leg, planting both feet to the floor, and then lifting up your left knee. Draw it to your chest and softly bend your knee and cross your ankle over your opposite knee. And again, you can stay just where you are because this looks great. If you'd like to, you could bring your opposite leg a little closer to your chest. Take another long breath where you are. And softly release your leg back to the floor. Maybe give them a little shake. And now we're going to come into boat pose. So for boat pose, for those of you on the floor, begin by reaching your hands behind your hips. You can do the same thing if you're in a chair. Maybe you have arms of the chair you could hold on to. And start to lean backward until you feel the muscles in the front of your belly engage. Take an inhale and lift your chest to keep a nice long spine. When you're ready, bend your knees, bringing your feet to the floor, and then maybe try lifting one foot up. And place it back down, and try your other foot. And place it back down, and then maybe try both feet. Maybe, see how it feels. If this feels good, maybe try lifting an arm. And put it back down. And maybe lift your other arm. And lower it down. And if you'd like to try, maybe lifting both arms. Maybe. Take another deep breath here. And then follow and exhale to gently let your boat float away. And a final pose before we make our way into restoration. A seated forward fold. Extend your legs long in front of you. Follow an inhale to sweep your arms above your head, reaching high. And an exhale, with knees bent or straight, softly fold forward. Let your body be nice and heavy. Rest. Take a long breath in. A long breath out. And on your next in-breath, let your lungs fill like balloons and help lift your torso so you're sitting upright. And now it's time for restoration. You could come to any position that's comfortable for you. You could come to lying down on your back with your knees bent or straight. You could lift your legs high in the air for candle pose, or maybe you have a wall space and you can take legs up the wall. Wherever it feels nice for you, you can place your hands somewhere on your body, or you can stretch them long. Wherever you've landed for your rest pose, feel your heart rate return to its normal rhythm. Notice your breath return to its regular pattern. All the effort is past. Rest is just as important as exercise for your health, for your mental health, for your physical health. Always take time to rest. And now we'll have 2 minutes of quiet time. Feel free to keep your eyes open or let them softly close. of your restoration, take a nice long inhale. Let your lungs fill with fresh oxygen and sigh it away. When you do start to move, maybe move your smallest parts first, toes and fingers and hands and feet. Maybe stretch your arms and legs long in a nice good morning stretch. And whenever you feel ready, rise back up to a seat. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for joining today. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
It was so great to have each of you and each of you. Thank you so very much.
Bye.